Hello, 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 and welcome to the Cup Ringside, where we give you the best seat in the house on all things WWE. And this is part of the Cup Network, where we always put the real entity in reality, and where you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am your girl Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because I love me some tea her. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I am not drinking anything today because I just had my lunch, so I'm not thirsty. Just chilling. But if I was drinking anything else, I would be drinking it out of my cup mug. We have a cute little panel full of cup mugs. You can barely see it, but it's okay. But yeah, you can get your cup mug or any of our cup merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship domestically here in the US, Canada, and Mexico, and we ship internationally, so there are no excuses. WWE Universe, I'm looking at you. Get your cup merch. If you haven't checked out the Etsy shop lately, you should go back and do that because we got some new items that just dropped recently into the shop, so check them out as well. I am here to talk about SmackDown June 28th, 2024. I know I'm a little late this week, but it's been a rough week for me, and I am here. I am doing my thing. We are back again. But we are going to talk about all the things that happened on SmackDown, and it was a lot that happened, and it was really, really good. I mean, it was good if you are a Bloodline girly like myself or a Bloodline fan. It was good if you're not a Bloodline fan and you just want to root against the Bloodline. You were happy about this episode. It kicks off more to the story. It continues on what we think this story is going to head and where it's going to go. I'm excited and all the other things that happen in between. We're going to talk about it. But first, before we do, hit the subscribe button here on this channel. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when we will drop every video that we do. We do weekly videos. We're in the midst of changing some things up starting after Money in the Bank. So I need y'all to be um ready for what's about to happen. We're about to do a little reconstruction here on the Cup Ringside so we can give you all the interesting things that happen in wrestling. One of our change ups we're doing is instead of having our weekly shows of Laying The Smackdown and NXT and Raw Take, what we're going to do is at the end of each week, we're going to have a week in wrestling where we give our highlights of each show, what we thought, what was great, and so we can condense some things and give you all the highlights and all the big things that happened this week in wrestling on one show. So you don't have to go to every show to find out what's going on. But we're just testing some things out. We're a new channel, so we're going to be moving and shifting and doing some things here and there. But we're going to test that out, see how you guys like it. Let us know what you want. Let us know what you want us to do on the channel, and we will try to make that happen. But you can join us on this channel or all of our other channels. Like I said, this is part of the Cup Network. So we have 3 other channels that you can join and be a part of. If you're a fan of Eurovision Song Contest, we have a channel for you at the Cup ESC. If you're a fan of reality TV or TV in general, we have a channel for you at the Cup TV. And if you're a fan of drag or drag race, we have a channel for you at the Cup Pod. You can join all of those channels. You can join our membership channel, our Patreon, so you can get early access to things across all 4 channels and exclusive content across all 4 channels as well. And our audio links and all those links will be in the description below in our link tree, as well as our audio podcast links. I can talk where you can join our audio if you need to listen to us on the go. You can join that as well. All those links will be in the description below, so don't hesitate to click them all, and be a subscriber to all those channels. We appreciate you. So let's get into SmackDown on Friday, June 28th, 2024. this week was in Madison Square Garden, so of course WWE have to go out and do it big because it is Madison Square Garden. Everybody is one of the it's the mecca, as they like to say, is one of the biggest places to host wrestling events, and so they're excited about doing it. And this has been a special place for WWE for a very, very long time. And so they always make a big deal about it. But they showed everybody coming into all the different superstars coming into Madison Square Garden. Some of them, this was their first time performing at Madison Square Garden, and they made a little deal about that. I saw that online. They gave them all little like silver tickets of their first night of performing in Madison Square Garden. It was really nice. It was really sweet. But this one, and if y'all see me looking off, y'all know I'm just looking at my notes. Don't worry about it. So all the superstars coming in Madison Square Garden. They showed a video of Jacob Fatu's debut last week, and that is how we were going to kick off the show. Is when the Bloodline arrived backstage without Fatu, and so Solo was walking into the ring, and Paul Heyman was like, "Hey, where's Solo? I mean, where's Jacob? You know what happened?" And he didn't say anything. He just walked right past him and went to the ring. So Kevin Owens and Cody and Randy attacked them before they could do anything or say anything. And so after the break, the trio was still in the ring and ended up taking out the security team and Nick Aldis was very upset about that. He didn't like that they took out the security team. And he returned later with the cops to take them away. So really nothing happened. The whole thing was supposed to be the ceremony of welcoming, acknowledging Solo as the tribal chief. But that didn't happen because everybody was, trying to attack the bloodline or whatever. But they'll be back. They always come back. So we go to the next match, which was Jade Cargill versus Candice LeRae versus Tiffany Stratton for a Money in the Bank qualifying match. And this match was actually pretty good. I actually enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I thought it was going to be a lot of, I don't know why I thought it. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it, but I think all three of these women showed their talents and showed why they are good and why they were in this match. I think all of them are so talented and so good. And, a lot of people were talking about how Jade didn't perform as well as they thought she was going to perform at the last pay-per-view, or PLE. But I didn't think she did that bad. I thought she did really well for defending her titles. And like we said, we found out that the ring was a little wonky, and a lot of superstars was having some problems with that jumping off the side. And so it wasn't a botch. It was the ring. But they all looked good. All three women looked they looked really good. And before we can even before they cut to a break, Nia Jax came out and Bianca Belair came out. Nia for Tiffany, Bianca for Jade. They didn't do anything. They didn't interrupt, and they didn't, interfere in the match. But they just wanted to make their presence known. Like, okay, I'm here too. You here, I'm here. It is what it is. It was a good performance for all three. And I feel like LeRae was doing really well in the match for a while, and her veteran side was coming out. She was definitely, keeping things together between the three. But it was some interference between Nia Jax, and then Bianca stopped her from interfering, from attacking Jade. But then Indy Hartwell came out and shoved her into the ring post. And when the ESC was talking to the ref, Tiffany was able to hit her trademark moonsault on Candice LeRae and got the pin. And Tiffany is now into the Money in the Bank. Like I said, good match, solid match between those three. It was nice. It was a good match, and I kind of figured Tiffany was going to win especially since Jade. No, since Bianca didn't get in, I didn't think they were going to let Jade get in, and I think they're setting up a tag team match again for Jade and Bianca at Money in the Bank. So there's that. Then we had a match between Santos Escobar, Logan Paul, and LA Knight. Um, LA Knight and Logan Paul have been going back and forth over videos and showing up at each other at his house at houses, and this feud was crazy. I think Escobar just was in the middle of it. It really wasn't, but it was a qualifying match for Money in the Bank. Um, Logan Paul brought out Tyrese Halliburton from the Indiana Pacers, which of course, being in Madison Square Garden where the Knicks play, they weren't happy. The crowd wasn't happy, but Logan Paul and Santos was trying to form an alliance, but of course, you know how those alliances work in those kind of matches. It only lasts for a few minutes, and then it's over. And um, they turn on each other, of course. Um, it was like it lasts for a minute, and then they turn on each other and toss. Logan Paul tosses Escobar out of the ring, just so he can get out of the way. Uh, it was 2 segments that this match lasted, and it gave all three competitors some room to show what they were about, what they could do, and give them time to shine. Um, it did. The ending was a little interesting. I thought, usually with matches like this, you'll predict who's going to win, who's not going to win. This one wasn't so easy to predict. It was kind of like back and forth, and each of them had an opportunity to win. And that's really good. Those are the kind of matches I like. I want to be surprised. I want to be like, okay, who he can win? Oh no, he can win. I like those kind of matches. I don't like what's like, oh, okay, this person's just going to win in anyway. But so then Halliburton got into it with Jalen Brunson, who is from the Knicks, who was sitting at ringside, and they had a standoff. And while they were having a standoff, and Logan Paul was looking at seeing what was going on with them, LA Knight swooped in, did a roll up, and got defeated Logan Paul and Escobar for his place in the match, in the Money in the Bank match. Brunson came in and stood side by side with LA Knight, and it made Logan Paul and Halliburton just head on out. But it was nice. It was an interesting match. It was definitely like three good talented people out there giving us a show, and it was very lovely. We did have a tribute to Sika Anoi, Roman's father, who just passed away. And that was very sad and very wonderful. Good tribute, though. Good tribute to Sika, um, one of um, the Wild Samoans, and yeah, it was a lovely tribute. Um, where rest in power, Sika. Um, then we had another qualifying match for Money in the Bank, in the women's qualifying match. It was Blair Davenport versus Indy Hartwell versus Naomi. And Naomi took control. Of course, Naomi's going to take control early, but it was short lived because Davenport showed some really strong aggression. I'm interested in seeing more from Davenport. I can talk, y'all. I promise. Well, I want to see more from Davenport, and she showed me that she was in this and trying to win this. Like she wasn't. It wasn't a horrible match to watch with her. So I was like, okay. Hartwell does what she does. She was using her size to take advantage and take control, which she did. I guess all three of these women are very talented anyway in their own right. So them coming together, giving us a good solid match, I was not mad at it. Each of them had a chance to win this match. All of them came close. It was like this person can win, this person can win, and which was again what I like, where it's not predictable and you could just tell how the match is going, who's going to win. But when it was all said and done, it was Naomi who came up with the win with some help from Jade Cargill with because she came and tossed Indy Hartwell back into the ring after Indy was trying to do some weird stuff, and Naomi got it, and I was very happy because I want Naomi to win the Money in the Bank. This is who I want to win Money in the Bank. This is my prediction. I know we're going to have a prediction show about Money in the Bank coming out on Thursday, but this is my prediction for the women's Money in the Bank. It's Naomi. It's time to feel the glow. I want a glow briefcase. I want, I want it all. I want it all. But yeah. So finally, we get the Bloodline Acknowledgement Ceremony, which is the main event segment of the evening. And it was the ceremony to officially make Heyman the wise man for Solo. And the new tribal chief promised how Paul Heyman that Fatu was not there, and he took his advice about him being too violent for the group. But as soon as they got to the ring, Solo ended up welcoming Jacob Fatu, and he came out, and I will say his music is solid. His music is solid. I was like, okay, what's he gonna sound like? I enjoy it. I still think Solo got the hottest music right now because I'm taking it all. I love that song. I think his theme is insane. But so um, Heyman was just shocked. Like, I can't believe that. Like, he just literally just lied to me. You told me he wasn't here. Now he's here. Fatu, Tama, and Loa all acknowledged Sokoa, but Paul Heyman was kind of like, nah. He said he loves Solo, but he is not his tribal chief. And everybody was like, oh. Now, let's be honest. And I want y'all to be real with me if I was the only one, because I have heard rumors that it was possible Jimmy was coming back tonight, which I would have been very, very excited to see Jimmy come back and get his retribution against Solo. But that did not happen. Jimmy did not come back. And I was very annoyed by that because I really want Jimmy back. I miss Jimmy. I need Jimmy coming back like yesterday. Everybody chanting, we want Roman. Yes, we do want Roman, but we also want Jimmy. I want Jimmy. If y'all want Jimmy with me, let me know, because I personally want Jimmy to come back and get his lick back against Solo. I need this whole new bloodline to go against the OG. I want it to happen so bad. But Paul Heyman says that Solo is not his tribal chief. So, of course, Solo did not take that well. He was not happy about that. So he just kind of attacked Paul Heyman. He gave him the Samoan spike and then ordered Fatu to hit him with the flying headbutt. And then, of course, Lau and Tonga, they all jumped in and they just beat up Paul Heyman. They took him through a table, everything. They just beat him up. With a triple power bomb. Yeah, they ate him up. Paul Heyman ended up leaving on a stretcher. The show ended with the Bloodline standing tall as the crowd, of course, cussed him out. So it was just a great way. I felt like it was a great way to kick off whatever's about to happen. I love this long storyline, what's happening. Like, we can see somebody did a video, I saw it online, or if WWE did it, I don't know. I can't remember where I saw it, but they showed the signs of where Solo was taking over, was gradually moving into a place where he will be the tribal chief, even before Roman said he was the next guy, but after Roman said he was the guy to take it up after him. he was kind of like just looking at it, eyeing the necklace, eyeing Roman, and you know. So I think this is so like, yeah, I'm taking my place. Now, if is he taking his place prematurely? Mm, we'll see. But I can't wait to see what happens. I can't wait to see what is going to go down with the bloodline, how they're going to bring Roman Reigns back, if he's coming back, how is Jimmy and Jay going to fit into this picture? It's just going to be interesting. I can't wait to see it. I'm down for it. I am that bloodline girl. Like you can't make me hate them. You will never make me hate any of them, not even the new ones. If you come in being a part of the bloodline, I am with you. Old, new, I'm with you. I just really love the story. The story gave me everything, and it's been delivering for the last 4 years, and I am still invested. I am still invested, and I can't wait to see what happens with the rest of the story, and then who comes in, who comes out, who's not, going to attack them. It's just great. It's just great. Wrestling is back, y'all. I am so excited. I am loving this time in wrestling because it's been so good. The wrestling community is growing. We are enjoying it. We are thriving, and I am loving it. I am having the best time watching wrestling these days. It is so much fun. It's so interesting. I'm so invested. Great time to be a wrestling fan. Great time to be a wrestling fan, I will say. But that is all I got for you today because it was just a great show overall. I thought they did a solid job, and it was good episode. I can't wait to see what happens next. But that's it. We're going to get out of here. I appreciate you joining. Like I said, please hit the subscribe button and the um, notification bell on your way out. We're going to be under construction for a little bit, but we are still going to be bringing you content on a regular basis. And you can check out all of our other channels if you would. Like I said, the link tree is in the description below. And you can click on that link and get all of our YouTube links, all of our audio podcast links, our social links like the Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And you can follow me if you want. You see it scrolling down there on Twitter, and there is my Instagram. You can follow me there if you'd like. And get your cup merch. Not limited to the cup mug, but you can get all of our other cup merch, period. So check all of that out. We appreciate you, and we'll be back later on to talk more WWE. We're going to be back on Thursday, definitely, to give our predictions on Money in the Bank, and then we'll be back after that to recap it all. So check us out on this network here. On Tuesday, we'll have Raw Take, and then, we'll talk about the PLE as well. So cheers, y'all. We appreciate you watching. Cheers.